Hi everybody, we have a week 3 litter update for these mini Australian Labradoodle puppies. These are the Paws on Your Heart puppy, and I'm Claire from Van Isle Labradoodles. These little mini Labradoodles are 3 weeks old, and holy smokes, look how well they're doing. They're all having a little bit of an afternoon snack right now, and as you can see, they've moved. They have graduated from the maternity ward and they are now out in the doodle den. Now these puppies, they're smaller than our other litter, which is 1 day older than these ones. But these are the puppies who were the first to start moving around and trying to get out of the whelping box. And so these are the puppies who told us, hey, it's time for us to have some more space. So what happens now between week 3 and 4? Well, what happens in this week is they start to utilize all this extra space to develop their strength, their coordination, and we also find them starting to play with each other. They totter around and they'll go after each other and they'll paw at each other and they'll fall over. Noisette will play with them from time to time. It just depends. Sometimes Noisette's in here playing with them quite a bit. Other times Noisette is like, oh, okay, I've been with them constantly for 2 weeks. Now I have a bit of a break. And so she's really happy to be enjoying time in the house with us. And she's also so excited because she's able to go out the back again. Nothing makes her happier than to run out the back, fly like the wind, and run around and explore all the different smells that she's missed for the 2 weeks when she was in the maternity ward. And so something that you may not know, but smelling things for 15 minutes is equal to 30 minutes of good physical exercise. Dogs get more pleasure from sniffing things than anything else. That's the window to their world. Now these puppies, all their windows are open now. You can see Pink Collar Girl's eyes open. Last week when we did their video, nobody would show us their eyes. This week, everybody's eyes are wide open and everybody has their ears open. So when they're in the doodle den, what they're doing this week is they're starting to become accustomed to unfamiliar sounds and sights and scents. So today, for instance, we had a candle on. Now we only use candles that are safe for dogs. We do not use any scents, whether it be an essential oil or a candle or anything like that, that isn't safe for dogs, obviously. So we had a candle on for about an hour just to very slightly change the scent of the room. Just a real gradual introduction for them into something new. You can see the surface is different now. They don't have the carpet underneath. They have towels layered underneath them to protect them from the floor. And then of course they have the pee pads. The pee pads are here to start working with their natural instinct to not pee where they sleep and to move away and pee far away from their bed. And you'll see they have a very, very small bed here, as well as a soft mat. Now the reason why they don't have a bigger bed is they don't really use it much. They're not really into climbing into things yet. They're still a little bit small for that. So that's why we have the blanket on the floor, so that they have something that has a different texture to sleep on. So they differentiate between this and the feel of the pee pads, and it's a little bit warmer. They can all cuddle up there, but they don't have to worry about trying to crawl in. We don't want to have them trying to get into something that's too big and can potentially harm their joints. So we just leave them with the blanket for now, and so far they seem to be quite happy with that. It's a little rabbit guy. He has a little fluffy tail. I don't think they appreciate that, but I do. It looks kind of cute. So you can see they're all still nursing. Nobody's on solid food yet. We haven't introduced it. However, these guys are starting to tell us that the milk bar is not really doing the trick anymore. Noisette is also kind of telling us, like, you know, it'd be fine. If you wanted to help out feeding the kids, I'd be good with that. So we likely will introduce them to some solid food, probably maybe around the beginning of next week. We'll give them, we'll wait till they're 3.5 weeks and we'll show them a little bit of goat milk, see what they think about that, see if they're even interested in doing any lapping, and then depending on their reaction to it, we may introduce actual food at specific times before they turn 4 weeks, or we may just wait until they're 4 weeks old. 4 weeks old is when we usually start, but if puppies are showing us they're hungry, and if mom is telling us that she's kind of getting tired of feeding them, then we'll speed that up a little bit. And you can see Silver Collar here showing us a good example of how much stronger they are right now. He's standing up on his hind legs without any issue there to reach in and get the top level here at the milk bar. Now the other thing you'll see is there's a few toys in here with them. So it's very important that you have the right type of thing in with the puppy at the right time. So Mr. Caterpillar here, he makes a noise. Yes, I know you like him. He's very soft, and all he's doing, his only job is he's going to be here right near the bed where they're most likely to walk on top of him or bump into him, because I want them to hear this, the rattle noise, because that's something that's unexpected. So I want them just to encounter that as part of their everyday life. This one over here, same thing, makes a bell, a little bit of a crinkle, and then this little guy over here, different sound again, and a little bit of soft silicone if they're starting wanting to start to teeth at all. So we'll just keep these in here for this week, and then we'll switch them out. We do have a video for you that goes into more detail about how the puppies are going, how we're going to do desensitization with the puppies, starting, of course, right now. So they're all doing well, they're growing. You can see Silver Collar is our adventurer boy, a little bit of a mountain climber there. Perhaps he's going to be going to Mount Everest in the future. And he's just all over the place. You see Green Collar there is off on his own, and he's shown us that he's perfectly fine on his own. He doesn't have to be right next to his litter mates all the time. And there you go, he's going to show you how he can walk on all fours and have a little bit of a tail wag there. And there you see he's kind of interested in Mr. Caterpillar, just checking it out, trying to figure out, well, what is this? It doesn't smell the same as anything else, so, oh well, whatever. Exactly what we want him to do. Sniffing, investigating with curiosity and with confidence, and not being afraid of it. So now let's go ahead and tell you what's happened with each of the puppies this week. We'll give you their weights, and we'll also give you a little bit of info on what they're showing us in terms of some sort of personality development. And just please keep in mind that what I'm telling you about your puppy right now at week 3 is not what I'm going to be telling you about your puppy at week 7 at allocation. This is just what we're starting to see. For some puppies, when we do the allocation, you may go, oh, hey, that's what Claire said all along, right from the very beginning. For others, it may be entirely different. When you come to do your family visit at week 5, that's when the puppies tend to have a major transformation in personality. So often at the puppy family visit, the puppy who's a little bit reticent to come out, a little bit hesitant, that's the one who ends up being Mr. Bold in the litter. Once they go, oh, this is fun. Oh, these people love me. Oh, this is great. It changes how their whole entire thinking process works. So you'll see lots of changes, but we'll get into that more when we're more around the 5-week mark. So let's go through the puppies in birth order like we always do. And we're going to start with Mr. Blue Collar here. Mr. Blue, can you come and say hello? You are Mr. Blue, I think. I gotta make sure I've got the right puppy here. Yes, I do. With so many of them with similar patterns, it's not always the easiest thing. Now you see, now that he's older, it's a little less difficult, or a little more difficult, I mean, for me to get him to release off the nipple. There we go, that's a boy, thank you. Oh, there we go, sorry about that. Oh, he says I was having such a good meal. Oh yeah, that was very good, wasn't it? So this little guy, oh goodness, he is the most laid back puppy. I'd say in this litter, he's probably the quietest. Never heard him complain, never see him pushing in at all. He's always just takes everything as it comes, and there's never any worry about it. He's pretty good. He doesn't mind me touching him on his face at all, and he doesn't mind having a hand come overhead. For some puppies, that's a little bit worrisome, but enough for our handsome Mr. Blue Collar boy. And Mr. Blue is weighing in at 1.4 kilograms. Oh, it's a good size. Oh, somebody's having a little bit of a fuss. See, they all think that I'm the milk bar now. I'm just going to put him in here and see if he thinks he might want to play with any of the toys here. Next we have Silver Collar. Oh, Silver Collar is just taken off on me because Noisette went over in the corner. Reynolds going to go grab him for me. Now Silver Collar is our communicator. It was he that you heard going when Noisette came back in and went and laid in the corner. Noisette is trying to get away from the puppies but still be close to where I am. So here we are with Mr. Silver. Mr. Silver does not hesitate to tell anyone who will listen, and even if they won't listen, that, hello, I want something. I want to be fed. I want to go to the bathroom. I want this. I want that. He is a talkative guy, and you'll see right now he's a little bit annoyed with me because he can see Noisette. Now see, now that they can see, there's trouble, and I'm holding on to him. And I'm not going to keep him here because I don't want him to become frustrated or upset at this age at all. And he's going to make a beeline right over for Noisette. Mr. Silver is 1.19 kilograms, and he's going to take the hard way in there to Noisette. Oh, now he's going the right way. Goofers. Next we have Purple Collar Girl, who's sound asleep here. So when we wake them up, we want to be really gentle. We want them to feel our hands, make sure that they're just wakening up a bit before we start to lift them up. Because if you're a dog, being lifted up is not something that would normally ever happen to you. Hey, because dogs don't pick each other up. Hi. Oh my goodness gracious. You can tell what I'm going to say about her, I'm sure. Yes, this is a puppy who is very relaxed, very laid back, and is unflappable. Nothing bugs her. She can sleep through anything. She's going to probably fall asleep while I talk, and she still doesn't want to show you her eyes. She says, no, I'm just going to sleep. Thanks very much. Very calm, very quiet, very self-assured puppy. She has a beautiful head, lovely, close resemblance to what the breed standard refers to as perfect. Really nice looking there, nice little short nose, cute little girl. Hey, Perps. And Perpy is 1.6 kilograms, and that makes her the biggest puppy in this litter. Yes, you are the biggest now. Oh, yeah, I think it's probably because you're just so relaxed that you don't spend any energy being fussed about anything. So during the day when I'm doing things with them like now, I'll put them in different places. I'll put them near the different toys just so that they go like, oh yeah. So she's hearing it. She knows it's there, but we're not going to make a big production out of it. Next we have Mr. Green Collar here, who's trying to figure out, is there a milk bar there? I don't know, that one doesn't seem very good. Mr. Green is our gleaming ebony boy. Hi, honey. Cute little face. I love this guy's expression. He is a very expressive boy just in terms of his physical self. He doesn't talk much. He doesn't complain, but he wears his heart on his face. I can always tell what he's thinking. I can tell what's going on in his mind. I can tell when something bugs him, and what I'm doing right now is bugging him. And you see how he's going like this? He's almost licking his lips. That's a sign of stress in dogs. And he's in my hands, I can feel he's unhappy because he's tensed up. So this is really typical for a puppy this age to not enjoy the kind of contact that comes at the side of the head or the top of the head. So we just repeat it really gently, making sure that he's comfortable with it. Yeah, I love you. And Mr. Green is coming in at 1.19 kilograms. So we'll just put him over here. And Reynolds trying to give me a note there, but I can't see it or read it. Oh, Purple, he said, is 1.06 kilograms, not 1.6. I put her in wrong. Thanks, Reynolds. So that means that the biggest puppy is Blue Collar. Sorry about that. Thanks for pointing that out, Reynolds. And I'll have to change that in my records. Remind me to do that. Next we have Red Collar Girl here, who's trying to snuggle up there to Pink. So we'll just interrupt that process. Hi, Red. Red's confident. She's got lots of bold moves. She's not afraid to try things. She's a go-getter, but she's very quiet. She's easygoing, but nothing phases her at all. Nothing's bothering her. She's just a confident, really calm puppy who's clearly tired because, again, she's not going to share her eyes. These puppies are pretty stingy with showing you their eyes, aren't they? I tell ya. And Miss Red is 1.13 kilograms. And so we'll just put her in the bed now. You'll see how none of them have stayed in the bed. And like I said, they don't want to sleep in the bed. And I don't mind when they come out of the bed, that's not a problem, but I don't like them trying to get into the bed. Maybe she's going to make a liar out of me and stay in the bed. Probably not, because she's going to come and look for her siblings to sleep with. And okay, Purple wants to come and sit on my lap, so we'll just oblige her and put her up there. And last but not least is Pink Collar Girl. Hey Pinky. Pink is the smallest in the litter. She has been ever since day one, and that trend continues. Pink is the only one who's not up to a kilogram yet, but she's pretty darn close. She's 900 grams. Yay, Pink. Yes. There she is, and she is going to let you see her eyes. Yes, that's a good girl. Pink is a cutie pie. She's a little pixie. She's right in the middle of the pack. She's pretty easygoing. She's not very talkative. She's likes to watch and follow the other puppies' leads, but she's a very sweet, gentle little thing. Very, very cute, aren't you? Yes, very good girl. And you can see she gives really good eye contact, which is something I like. She's not really too worried about anything. I can touch her over the top of her head. I can touch her on the side of her head, and I don't get any pushback from her, whereas with Silver, I think it was telling me he didn't enjoy that. Purple is exploring all over me, determined that she's going to find a milk bar here. And Miss Pink is just going to try nursing off my knuckle. Pink is, as I said, even 900 grams. So I won't be surprised when we come back next week. Well, I know when we come back next week, she'll be over a kilogram. She'll probably be over a kilogram in the next few days. I'm just going to head them over towards Noisette. Nope, not interested in that. Thanks, Mom. So I'll put her over here on the blanket where she can snuggle up with her buddies, and they can enjoy an afternoon nap. So that's the kids for this week. All doing well. Weight gains are great. Everybody's comfortable. Their development physically is really good. Their mental acuity is really good. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. If they were a little bit more lively, you'd see them running around a bit more. So watch for our Facebook page. We may post a video. Usually I post reels of them when they're out scampering about playing. So if I happen to have my phone handy when they're doing that, I always try and capture it for you so you can participate in what they're doing over the week as well. If you have any questions, comments, please post them in the comments below. It really helps us if you do that. And if you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. And we'll see you all next week for our week 4 update. Thanks for watching. Hey, cutie. Hi.